Jay-Z has done it again, and people are pissed. And by people, I mean not me, because I didn't expect anything less from Jay-Z. This Jay-Z and Target partnership announcement has people in a stir on the timeline, bruh. So Jay-Z announced a partnership and exclusive deal with Target in the middle of black people supposedly boycotting Target. So this would apparently be where Target will be releasing an exclusive anniversary edition of the 1996 debut album Reasonable Doubt. There's two selling points to this new anniversary edition of Reasonable Doubt. The vinyl will have a unique color only for the anniversary edition, and it will only ever be sold at Target. And also, there will be unreleased versions of certain records that would only be on this vinyl. And that's only being released via Target. This is very similar to what Jay-Z did with the NFL and Colin Kaepernick. When the NFL needed black people to stop boycotting them because they kept firing black athletes for kneeling and refused to give them a job, right, for protesting police brutality. So they gave Jay-Z a crazy bag to step in and undermine the movement that Colin Kaepernick started and get black folks back in line. And what did Jay-Z do? Man, Jay-Z started calling up like media companies to run negative stories on Colin Kaepernick while at the same time telling black folks, man, we done kneeling, man. We done boycott. We done protesting, bruh.
It's a success, right? This is the next thing, right? Because there's two parts of protesting.
Action to sit was later lifted to taking a knee.
You go outside and you protest, and then the company or the individual say, I hear you. What do we do next?
Jay-Z was saying this at the same time the NFL was still blackballing Colin Kaepernick. They were still disciplining and getting rid of black athletes for kneeling. Jerry Jones even came out and said, I'll better not see anybody kneel or else they won't be playing this Sunday. So Jay-Z has always utilized his leverage in the culture to serve himself. This is not a shocker to me. Target came to Jay-Z and said, listen, man, black folks is boycotting. They not showing up to Target. They told Jay-Z, we need you, bruh. We need black folks back in Target. What's the best way to get black folks back in Target? Drop some records, man. Put the different color vinyl in Target. Put the unreleased versions of certain records in Target. Make it an exclusive. Black folks is gonna be back in Target. Get Jay-Z a big check. I'm not surprised whatsoever. Who would be surprised that Jay-Z is doing this? Nobody. The Jay-Z defenders are probably gonna come out and have 1,000 excuses. If you guys have forgotten why black people are boycotting Target, let me remind y'all. Back in 2020, Target came out the blue and said, listen, man, all right, the pain and the plight that black folks is going through, we empathize. Now, back in 2020, everybody was looking, right, for some black sympathy and some black everybody was looking to hop on this clout gravy, bruh. Black folks was in style in 2020, man. We was the ish. So Target said, listen, man, all right, we want to give $2 billion to black initiatives because what's going on in the black community, we believe we need to strengthen and help strengthen the black communities in these urban cities. We want to put $2 billion up. They got the good press. Black folks rallied around Target. Target got all the benefits of this pledge before they even gave $1. Target also said, listen, we believe employment would also help the black community. So we're going to put in DEI initiatives to make sure we make a concerted effort to give black people an opportunity to get employed by Target. Target was black folks' favorite store, man. Target really stepped up and led the way. Now, these were pledges, okay? 5 years later, in 2025, Donald Trump came out and said, listen, that DEI initiative stuff is out the window. It's racist to white folks. It's done. Target, 5 years later, still hadn't given that $2 billion they pledged. So when Donald Trump came with the DEI is dead, is over with, Target then used that as an excuse to say, well, we're not giving it $2 billion because Donald Trump said DEI is done. We don't have to get $2 billion. Black folks says, nah, you not doing that. No way, you is not. Oh, we need that $2 billion, bro. Oh, we need these initiatives to be in place. So black folks said, we are boycotting Target because they played in our faces. You could have very well just sat quiet and done nothing. Walmart ain't do a goddamn thing. These other corporations ain't do a goddamn thing. You stepped up and pledged. honor your pledge. So black folks stepped in and say, yo, we are boycotting Target until they honor their pledge. As a matter of fact, we have a couple things on the agenda that we need done. And if y'all don't do this 4 things, we are boycotting Target, and the Target boycott is in place. And it's been effective. I think Target stock went down like 30% after the boycott.
The black church historically has always been on the front line of civil rights. And so Lent is the season that leads from Ash Wednesday to Resurrection. So it is not just a withholding of dollars, but a pushing forward of prayer. A lot in America is shifting, and the church is going to have to be more active and vocal.
So let me talk here about 4 of the demands that you all have for Target. I think we can put them up on the screen. Honor the $2 billion pledge to black business community, which they made in 2021 to spend that through the end of this year.
Let me pause and say to you, the reason why that's significant, they made that pledge after the killing of George Floyd. Target is headquartered in Minneapolis, where George Floyd was killed, and it wasn't connected to DEI. It was supposed to be honored December of 2025. And so when the president made this move to dismantle DEI, they hid that obligation under it and are not honoring it.
I'm going to come back to number 2. 3, completely restore the franchise commitment to DEI.
Yes.
4, pipeline community centers at 10 HBCUs to teach retail business at every level. And they made some commitments to HBCUs, even being honored by some black business organizations because of their commitments to DEI. But number 2, explain this one. Deposit $250 million against any of 23 black banks. Why is that on the list?
I think it's so significant because our black businesses are really fighting to get access to capital. And a lot of our black banks are unable to do so. If Target is receiving $12 million a day from black people, then I think that some small modicum of that should be reinvested directly back into our communities.
So they even try to give Jamal Bryant the bag to sell us out, right? He came and said the boycott is over. Man, bro, when he said, bro, the real people who organized the boycott said what? The backlash was so immense that he had to come back and apologize for trying to end the boycott. So Target thinks Jay-Z, from my perspective, they think he's more culturally relevant than what he really is. I don't think Jay-Z moves the needle in that sense. I don't think Jay-Z still has the leverage and the authority in the culture. I feel like social media right now, Jay-Z's entire legacy has unraveled. People see Jay-Z for who he really is. This don't move the needle anymore. But Jay-Z is just picking up the bags. Now, the discourse is happening online. There are people who are going as hard as they can against Jay-Z. And then obviously there are the Jay-Z defenders who are making an excuse for Jay-Z. So we're going to cover both ends. We're going to cover people who believe that Jay-Z did nothing wrong, as well as people who believe that Jay-Z is absolutely evil for this. Now, I'm agree with the latter. I think Jay-Z is despicable. I think this is shameless, bro. You are a billionaire. How much more money do you need off the backs of the very same people who support you?
Whew. All right, rock stars, the people have a lot to say about Jay-Z's decision to partner with Target for an exclusive 30th anniversary release of Reasonable Doubt. Some say he's choosing business over his own community. Some people say it's just business at the end of the day. So I'll ask you guys, how do you feel about this?
Listen, I'm just going to jump right in and say that Jay-Z has consistently showed us time after time again that for him it's going to be partnership over principle. Allegedly, we remember when he backdoored Dame Dash, when he made those partnerships in his own favor. Then we seen when Colin Kaepernick was going through it with the NFL and ended up being blackballed. He didn't come to his defense. And now right in the middle of our very own people, his very own people, being in the middle of a Target boycott, he is partnering with Target. And so I think what the biggest issue is here, that we look for these quote unquote iconic people that so many idolize to be leaders. And for them, it's only about legacy building, and that's their own legacy. Forget the people.
Ooh, come on.
Jay-Z saw an opportunity. He saw the void that is black people not shopping at Target. And he pitched to Target, you know what? I'm the black culture. I've got this huge cult-like following. If y'all give me a shitload of money, I will team up with y'all exclusively to do this. And it's like, Jay-Z, you leveraged the boycott and the struggle of our people who were attempting to put Target in their place. You leveraged that for your own personal gain. And it's fucked up, especially considering that you are not some low-level rapper who needs the money. And I know men like Jay-Z get to a certain level and they do this thing where they're like, it's just business. It was a business opportunity. It is not just business, Jay-Z, when you leverage the hard work and the strides that everybody put in to get our voices heard and our feelings felt at Target, and you just go on and completely undercut all of that for your personal gain. Now, I know a lot of y'all not finna like this, but I'm finna have to take it there. And Beyonce, you ain't no damn better. You ain't no damn better. Beyonce, you're no better. This is legitimately the equivalent of the nice white woman that we work with, that we like, but she goes home to a Trump supporting husband and is raising Trump supporting sons. It's no different.
Jay-Z is a sellout, no doubt about it, 100%. The biggest sellout I think the black community has probably ever seen. How many more times do Jay-Z got to sell us out before we say enough is enough, bro? Rock Nation got to go, homie. Think about it. This Target thing is just the latest attempt at him selling us out. He already did it with the NFL. He already did it numerous of times. Jay-Z is a sellout, and anybody defending Jay-Z and these actions, look at them very closely. Look at them very closely, because they is compromised. When B-Dot told Angela Yee, man, I don't see the problem with this, that's because Rock Nation is in B-Dot pockets. As simple as that. They're compromised. When the Joe Budden podcast load up their mics to do a show and they refuse to touch on this or make 1,000 different excuses for Jay-Z, then you know these people are compromised. They can't criticize Rock Nation. They can't criticize Jay-Z because they in Jay-Z pockets. It makes no sense why y'all can't just be real. Whenever somebody commentary is going against whatever you know them for, that is a problem. If their commentary is contradicting every single thing you know about them, it's a problem. And it's a bigger problem if their commentary only contradicts their moral compass and their character when they talk about Jay-Z and Rock Nation. They have strict beliefs and principles and moral codes until when it comes to Rock Nation, then all of a sudden their moral compass is flexible. All of a sudden they open-minded. All of a sudden it's this, but I don't, man, y'all.
For that. And then I see another brand is called Being Black is Lit, went online and said, please remember what Jay-Z did when the black community planned to boycott the NFL, but what they did to Kaepernick, and some of you defended him saying he's playing chess and all you got were diverse halftime performers and him getting richer. Now, I want you to go ahead, B-Dot. Take the floor.
No, I just think it's textbook selective outrage. It's like a nothing burger because every major artist does this. You know, Target is just getting a vinyl in a different color. That's all it is. Like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, they all have done the same thing. In fact, when D'Angelo passed, his vinyl for Voodoo got sold out. So I don't understand what the outrage is about. It just seems like it's a bunch of hypocrisy.
All right. Well, I mean, I was thinking that this was something exclusive that was only available in Target. And while the other artists that you mentioned didn't have an exclusive deal, but Target markets it as an exclusive, but it's nothing like really exclusive, just a different color of the vinyl. Well, that is exclusive, it's not available anywhere else.
Okay, but the product is still the product. You know what I mean? But like I said, it just feels like hypocrisy. Like Target still carries mad black brands and products. Like I think over 150. So are we gonna boycott that?
Well, yeah, and I do know that there's people that have had deals before all of this DEI pullback has happened. So I think the concern is with him striking a deal, after that, and the ability to do that somewhere else.
Y'all gotta stop doing mental gymnastics for Jay-Z, bruh. At this point, we see who you guys are, bruh. And there's a lot of people that we got respect for, and there's a lot of people that we got love for. But to see how they do this is some nasty stuff, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here, somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, or here, or here, or here, somewhere on my screen, to find out how exactly Young Dolph goons just got their revenge on Young Dolph's accused killer, Hernandez Govain. I'm going to see you guys in this Young Dolph video. I'm out of here, folks. Please.